Want to catch more eyes and get more video clicks? Check out the top 10 facial expressions that will make your YouTube thumbnail hard to ignore. Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Zachary. I am a filmmaker who loves content. Number 1, surprise face. With a surprise face, you want to have your wide eyes and open mouth to provoke curiosity and convey a shock emotion. Something like this. Oh. So you gotta really get into it, okay? So when you're doing your surprise face, it makes the viewer want to be captivated by your expression, right? So then that brings curiosity. That makes them want to click on your thumbnail, especially when you have the curiosity face. With wide eyes and open mouth, convey shock or excitement, which is going to make the viewer more curious on clicking on your thumbnail. So let's practice. So wide eye. You see the mouth is open, the smile, excitement, shock. So you gotta play around with those. Number 2, big smile. A genuine big smile gives the viewer permission to click on the thumbnail, and it gives off authenticity, okay? So a nice little smile, let's practice. That's diva, but so a nice genuine smile, and invites them in to come and talk to you. Like, come on, let's talk. I have something to talk about. So let's try the thumbnail. That's shock. We're gonna stay with a big smile. Yes, okay. So look, we gotta go through them. Don't worry, I'm here to act it out with you. Also play in the mirror, that would do wonders for you. Number 3, anger or an intense look. With the anger or the tense look, you wanna tighten your eyebrows and you wanna tighten your mouth. And that's gonna help the viewer be engaged, like, what is this video about, in order for them to be looking like that with your anger and or intense look. Okay, let's practice. So, anger look. You see my lips? Eyebrows, tense. Right? So you gotta play with that, especially with that anger look, okay? Look, okay, let's try it again. Let's try my anger look, okay. Anger. Yeah, you get it? So intense, let's, what I like to think about intense, like an intense situation, say that you're getting ready to go to get your teeth done, or like a deep cleaning and or, like any type of pulling of teeth. That's what I think about for an intense look. So yeah, so you gotta want to just play with the anger and or the intense look, which will be very helpful. Number 4, confused expression. So with the confused expression, you kind of want to have those eyebrows a little, you know, tense, but not tense, but just a little confused, puzzled, because you want the viewer to click on the video because you're puzzled about something, right? So when you're confused, when I think of confusion, it helps me have a confused face. It's like, do you want apples or oranges? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to play with it. Confused, like, what? Like, I also like to say, what? Huh? And the tilt of the face also gives confusion, right? So you want to just be like, confused. You really have to play with it, you guys. You know, with these expressions, you really have to play with it. I am an actor, so I get in that mirror, baby, and I just be like, confused. Especially, you know, when people got you messed up and they make you like, you got me confused with somebody else, okay? What? Squirrel. So confusion, a confused expression. The tilt, so make sure you do the tilt for the confused expression. Okay, so the confused expression is one of my favorite ones. I done a lot when I did my thumbnails. So yeah, the confused, like, like which Sony FX6 or a Sony A7, type of thing. So you got to kind of have the things, apples or oranges. You get it? Yeah, and you can tighten the mouth a little bit to do the confusion. You can be like, that's more, that one is more of the second one, right? The wide eye, so confused expression type of thing. Number 5, pointing at something. So when you're pointing at something in your thumbnail, it's like right here, and you kind of got to go with it, like, you can play with your eyes to go there as well, so you can go, and you can still have your mouth a little different. It depends on the facial expression that you want to give, like, what is that? You can do, or you can do expression, right? We want to play with it. So whatever, like, what is this? You can do confusion. It's all about what you want to do. So especially with the pointing, with the thumbnails, it's best to go this way of how the thumbnails is on YouTube. So like over here, you could do this and then you can just flip it when you are in CANVA, wherever you do your thumbnails at, like, okay. So that's one, pointing to, yes, number 5. If you are enjoying this video, smash that like button. Number 6, laughing out loud. So with this thumbnail, for me, what it's gonna provoke is for someone to really click on your thumbnail, right? Because you're laughing out loud. So for me, in order to do this when I'm filming my thumbnails, I really start laughing. So you have to really get that in your gut, like, ha. So you start with ha, 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 ha. It just naturally laugh, and it's gonna come, I promise. I'm gonna practice with you. And it's gonna make the viewer want to watch your thumbnail, your video, because you have such a natural laugh when you're taking your photos, right? For your thumbnails. These would be great thumbnails. I'm sorry. Okay, it is really good to laugh sometimes. And when I start laughing, it's hard for me to stop. And literally, it just started fake, right? Because I'm like, ha, and then you really start laughing. That is the one when you have such a beautiful smile when you're laughing out loud. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you want to pretend like you're gonna laugh and keep going until it's natural. When it's natural, that's when you're gonna get those beautiful thumbnails that everyone is gonna click on. Number 7, thinking pose. Okay, with your thinking pose, you wanna put your hand on your chin, and you can be here, and when you put your hand on your chin in your thinking pose, it's gonna have the viewer really intrigued to see what this video is about. Like, ooh, what are they talking about? Like, dang, their face looks so good. You know, you ever seen a movie poster and that movie poster is everything due to the thinking pose or any expression that is on the actual movie poster? So that's kind of what you want to think, the thinking pose. Like, what am I having for dinner tonight? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. Let's play with it. Your hand on your chin, you could do, And so you kind of want to play with it when you're doing the thinking pose. You can do this, because something got you in deep thought, right? Like, I couldn't figure out those settings. Lord, this is for another video, for another day. I've been trying to troubleshoot my darn Sony A7 III with my DJI camera, and even bought the adapter. I think something is wrong, but I have to figure it out. But I'm using my Osmo Pocket Camera 3 to shoot my YouTube videos on. Usually I use my Sony, but like this thing, the thinking pose really had me puzzled, because I was like, and it had me puzzled. I was over here frustrated, but that's the kind of pose that you can do. That's just a little transparency, like, that damn Sony. Okay, so play with it. You got it. Don't worry. You have it. Trust me. Number 8, fearful face. Your fearful face is going to have, if you're fearful face, it's okay. It's going to have wide eyes, and your mouth is going to be slightly open just a little bit. And you're going to have like an intense look on your face, but it's fearful, like you're scared of something, which is going to puzzle the viewer to click on that thumbnail. Like, what is going on in that world over there? I need to know. So you're gonna click on that thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna practice. So you're gonna have the wide eyes, mouth open just a little bit. Fearful and intense. So that's where you gotta hone in on. So you want fearful and intense. So you want your wide eye. Immediately, it makes me want to cry because am I fearful of something? I'll be super fearful of a darn bear, for real, for real. So like, if you think of a bear, like, so like wide eye, and you have to imagine, or you can bring up a picture, however you like to shoot your thumbnail photos, okay? So wide eye. A little bit wide eye, and then your mouth slightly open. And I'm kind of holding my breath to get that look, because like when I shoot pictures or pictures are being taken of me, sometimes I hold the breath to get that good look, and then I release, or I release and then hold. Okay, so let's try. Fearful look. You really want to get it in with your fearful look. Oh wait, I forgot to open my mouth a little bit. Let's try again. So fearful look, play with it. Like that's one I gotta play with a little bit more, but you get the gist. You get it, you get it. So wide eye. Cause I can see a bear. Oh, I'll be running. Man, bears can open up car doors. I don't know if y'all know that, but just saying. Number 9, wink or playful expression. With the wink or the playful expression, is really inviting the viewers in, that you just showing that your content is lighthearted and you have high energy, positive vibes, which is gonna make them wanna make them wanna click on your video, right? So let's try it, okay? Wink. Okay, the wink I probably need a lot more practice on. So if you was gonna snap a shot of your photo with a wink, like, so I would think like, girl, like, you don't wanna look crazy, don't lift it up there. So you wanna go, wink. Gotcha, like that, gotcha, that ain't bad. So gotcha. It is still cute and cute, okay? It still look good. Gotcha. So saying gotcha really got me going with the gotcha. Gotcha. Playful. Like, playful expressions to me also can be, think of bubbles. Bubbles are so playful, and it reminds me of like being a child, right? So if you think of bubbles and trying to pop them, like, and you just going. So a playful expression would be good, but I like to think of actual things. So my face and my eyes have some type of view, like some type of energy in them, right? So it's not just a dead stare. So when I think of bubbles and popping them, like you can get really cool, like, right? So a playful expression, and however you are playful, what makes you feel playful, that would be good to think of something when you are trying to get that playful expression. Number 10, a serious look or a focused look. So with the serious look, you are bringing in viewers and letting them know you have a serious topic that you want to discuss because it's life-changing, right? So with the serious look, it gives intense and importance, right? So you want to think about the serious and the focused look like that. Also, with the serious and the focused look, you want to give direct eye contact. So you got to look directly into their soul, okay? So now it is time to practice. When I think of something serious or something focused, I think of maybe a hard conversation you have to have, like maybe going to the store like, hey, you forgot to give me my change. You know what I'm saying? So think of focusedness, of being focused, and you don't have to be rude, but being focused in a serious look. Not to be confused with number 3, which is anger, okay? So serious. You can even have the mouth down just a little. And for focus, what I like to do to get focused, I don't mind like even just starting of putting my hand right here, like, like I'm thinking, but I'm focused on. Or you could think about like how you would have a magnifying glass and you will focus it in on something. So that's why like I can be like, focus. I'ma stare you into your soul, and I am. If you have enjoyed this video, please click right here to watch more videos. Peace.